Hello everybody. My name's Devin and I'm currently in the Real Estate Licensing Representative course at UBC. So I'm about 20% of the way done my course, and I'm making this video just to give everyone some tips on hopefully how we can pass this exam. Let's get to it. So the first word of advice I'd probably give is to actually write down good notes on each chapter. I know that might seem tiresome and boring, but it does really help you writing things down. When you want to go back through, look at earlier chapters that you've studied, you have good notes there and you don't have to flip through the whole book again. So I personally like to highlight all my notes, make sure everything is in order, give little subheadings and things like that. Whatever I can to make it easier. When I go back, I'll understand what I was reading before. And yeah, that's really all it is. Second tip for everyone would be to watch the free UBC real estate videos that they put up on their screen. It gives a lot of information, puts everything into context. For lots of the assignments and the chapters, there's a lot of good information. Some do lack explanation, but for the rest you can get online, such as YouTube or just Google search. So even YouTube has a bunch of information. You Google something like, how does amortization work, if you weren't familiar with that. You'd find a ton of results and lots of videos explaining it. And it makes it a lot easier besides just looking at a book and understanding it. Yeah, great information here. My third piece of advice that's working for me is actually creating a study group. Whether it be friends or people you've met like at lectures or something, or doing the real estate program as well. Just create a group and study together. Makes a better atmosphere and makes sure you work harder instead of sometimes you do get distracted working and studying by yourself. So I definitely like surrounding me with people who are studying and are working hard, so I can be around that energy and consistently stick to what I need to do. My fourth piece of advice would be knowing the days that you're going to study. So I time block the days I want to study and the time I'm going to study, meaning that time is essentially for studying and nothing's going to get in the way. Yeah, I'll show you a little example actually. This is a little made up schedule for somebody. Everyone has different schedules, but this is just one that I made up. So say you go to the gym up here, 8:30 a.m. You study from 10:30 to 12:30, so you time block that. You have it written. And then obviously you can't change your work, so you have your work after that. And the next day you maybe want to read your book, and then you actually have work from 10 to 4. So maybe you want to study your real estate class in there, and you don't want to miss that. And then obviously get in your soccer practice. The big thing is just time blocking that time to study. So you have gym again, you have a time to study. You're not just doing it randomly, because obviously everyone has a schedule, and they have to schedule their studying in. So this is just a little I say it's a great way to help make sure that you are not neglecting your study. My fifth piece of advice would be to sign up for a secondary schooling for real estate. So there's lots of programs online. They can be expensive, but I think it's worth it. So far I've been working in a class for about a month now, and it's been great. I have a really great instructor who's explaining the chapters and is helping me on the things that I didn't know. So it's really been a great use of my time and my money. So that would be my final piece of advice. But of course you don't have to. If you think you don't need an instructor and you've got it, go for it, man. But I found it to be very inspiring and helpful. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope some of these tips can be useful for you guys. Of course, message me the ways you guys are studying, so we can hopefully all pass this exam. All right, see ya.